Alright, so we're almost done with Ginormous Chapter 10. So the very last learning objective is how do we report and analyze our long-term assets. And statement presentation. So where do we show them? Of course, they go on the balance sheet under long-term assets, and you will list property, plant, and equipment, and then you will put intangible assets separately. Show you the presentation. So you can see here you have property, plant, and equipment, gold mine, less accumulated depletion for that one. Land, you cannot put less accumulated depreciation because we don't depreciate it. Buildings, less accumulated depreciation. Equipment, again, less accumulated depreciation. And then you can see intangibles are listed all at net book value. Some of them are amortized and some of them are not. But we usually do not list accumulated amortization because we don't have it, right? And then what about the analysis? So illustration for this one, we will be using asset turnover, and you will see a lot of turnovers in general. Remember, we had accounts receivable turnover ratio, then there's also inventory ratio, and this one shows efficiency. How efficient are we with our assets? Let's assume that Procter & Gamble has net sales, and if you remember, net sales are sales minus sales returns and allowances and discounts for roughly 76 million, and then your total ending assets, certain amount, and then the beginning assets. So if you look at the formula in this case, you have net assets that net sales that you will divide by average assets, in this case, total assets, right? So total asset turnover. So net sales minus beginning balance for total assets, beginning balance, plus ending balance. And if you remember, in the other video I explained to you why we need to average in this case, because your sales are on the income statement, which is for the period. And then assets are on the balance sheet, which is only one date and a time. That's why we were trying to average or stretch them out from the beginning of the period to the end of the period. And in this case, my asset turnover is 0.56 times. So that means that each dollar invested in assets produce 56 cents in sales. It's nice for the company to compare. And of course, the higher this value is, the better, right? So the assets are more efficient in this case.